Hey there! I was approached by the Trilogy Pens Company, if you can see that, Trilogy Pens, to look at some of their prototypes. This was going on Kickstarter. It took me a while to review this. The stacks of boxes of pens here that I have to review is insane, so you have to bear with me. We're going to have a look at this. Interesting pens, and these pens are actually prototypes, so I was a little hesitant to review this because if it's a prototype then it's not really a finished product, but I do think these pens have some interesting stuff going for them. So you get these little cardboard boxes. In there is a wooden box, a wooden tray, and in there is a pen. The Zero is what it's called. I'm opening up the other one, and these have the advantage of being minimalist pens. So minimalist pens, some people like that. They are minimalist, that's undoubtedly true, and some changes are to be made to them. I'm going to take out one. This is sort of silver, well, dark grey coloured. Actually, it's pretty light grey, isn't it? Well, the light grey coloured one. I think the pen has some interesting things going for it. It is very minimalist. It's a simple design, but I kind of like these. So I'm going to cover the past the pen, tell you what I like about it, what I don't like about it, and then we'll do a writing sample. Okay, this is a bit easier. So for the contrast, here we have these pens. Simple, unscrew the cap. It's all metal, which is kind of nice. As I understand it, one of the changes that is to be made is that the step down from the barrel is going to be smooth a bit more, because that is fairly sharp right now. And then you have a nice nib. This is a black coated nib. You see there's not a lot of features on the pen, but that's of course the point of it being minimalist. There's nothing on the finial of the cap, there is nothing on the end of the barrel, so it is a very simple design. Cartridge converter pens. The nibs, I'm just seeing exactly, yeah, they're B.R.E nibs. They have the B.R.E logo, they're not rebranded or anything. So simple nib, that's the black coated nib. And then there is also a gold colored nib, also B.R.E. And that's pretty much it. So as I said, a very simple design. Let me put that back together. Cartridge converter filled pen. Pretty big pens, I would say, which I enjoy. They're significant pens. They're also all metal, so it's a substantial weight. No clips, no frills, very simple design, which I don't think there's anything wrong with that. What I also liked is that they are fairly large nibs, so you have a nice number 6 nib, which looks well. It doesn't look too small, doesn't look out of place. And they're B.R.E nibs, stock B.R.E nibs, so they work, they write. I found the uncoated nib, so this to be a bit smoother than that, but that's typically my experience. You'll see that in the writing sample too. And that's it. So what do I like about these pens, what do I not like about these pens? Well, I mean, there is a host of minimalist pens going on Kickstarter. I don't know if that's some type of fashionable term, but everybody wants to make minimalist pens. These are simple. I like that. I like that they went for a simple design, no frills, as I said, and yes, I think it works. Not designed to be posted, so it kind of works, but not really. It's also not really necessary, I would say. It's a very big pen. So it's simple. The metal, it works. I think it's definitely decent enough. The metal works. It's a heavier pen. It's pleasant to use. It writes well. It wrote out of the box, which is also nice, and it has all that going for it. The downside to a minimalist pen is, of course, that it is very minimalist. I mean, there is very little going on visually. It's basically just a tube, could be anything. But of course, that's what you buy it for. And that's it. I don't really have anything else to say about this. I like the boxes. It's a cute design. You also have something to put it on your desk or something if you are so inclined. So I think it's a neat concept. So I thank the Trilogy Pen Company for sending me this. It's interesting pens to check out. We're going to see how they write. As always, there will be high-resolution pictures on the website, sbrebrown.com, as well as measurements of the pens. I hope this was useful, and I'll gladly see you later. Bye-bye. Okay, so here we go with the Trilogy Pens 0. I think this is the broad nib, and they're not marked. Nice. Pretty smooth. Not a lot of feedback. But quite nice. Bit on the dry side. Ink is Sailor Gentle Apricot. And you do notice a couple of skips in fast writing. Final thing, I guess, reverse writing, too dry. Doesn't really work. And that's the other one, which has a black coated nib. It's always nice. Usually those have a little bit more feedback because of the coating, at least so I find. So I think this is a fine or medium. It's pretty fine. You hear the feedback. I do find it a little less skippy though, but definitely more feedback. And reverse writing is actually better on this, but it's very scratchy. The nib doesn't really lend itself to that. So there you have it. The 0 pens, nice, simple, minimalist models for people who like such a thing. Of course, interchangeable caps and such for the people who like to play around with that kind of stuff. I hope this was useful. I thank the Trilogy Pen Company for sending me these for review. I hope this was useful, and I'll gladly see you later.